everyone, my name is Ruhi and I'm from Albury-Wodonga Ethnic Community Council, and we have with us Penny Wilson, and she is a registered nurse and immunizer in our Albury and Wodonga region for a long time, and she is here to tell us a little bit more about COVID-19 because it's rising in our region at the moment. So can you please tell us a little bit more about COVID-19, Penny?
Hello, Rui. Thanks for asking me here today. COVID-19 is in our world in general, and it's never going to go away, not in the near future. We've had it for a few years, so I believe it will continue. At the minute, we're having a bit of a rise across Australia, actually. We're having our third wave of COVID in the region. In Albury-Wodonga, we have noticed some cases rising recently. I'm sure everybody knows somebody who's had COVID, whether it's a school child, whether it's an elderly person.
Yes.
We have seen some cases rising in the aged care, and Albury-Wodonga Health and our aged care facilities, I'm sure, are being put under some pressure at the minute. So COVID is here, and we have Christmas coming up soon, which is a big event for many people. A lot of people gather together in larger groups, and we hope it won't be a super spreader event. That's why we're here today, to talk to people, to make sure that they try and protect themselves, their families, the vulnerable people, the elderly, the pregnant and others, to try and stop COVID from taking off through Albury-Wodonga.
So Penny, what do you think, what community need to do to protect themselves and their family, because the holiday is now it's coming? So what is your base suggestion?
There's a lot of different things that we can do, but the Victorian government have a program out at the minute which is just advising people around the six key steps to keep ahead of COVID, to stay ahead of COVID. I'll go through them one by one. Basically, if you don't catch COVID, you can't give it to somebody else. So it's important that we keep ourselves safe and our family members. So number one is get vaccinated. A lot of people have had a vaccination. They've had their first dose, their primary course, which we call. Now's the time to have a booster. If it's been 6 months since you actually had a COVID infection, or 6 months since you had a booster, it's a good idea to get access to a booster shot. Boosters are only available for people 18 years and over, unless people are sick or immunocompromised, having cancer treatment, disability, then they may be able to get a booster if they're younger.
Okay.
So you can get boosters from your GP clinic, you can get them from pharmacies, you can go online, there's a COVID clinic finder to actually find access on how to actually get a vaccination, or you can also always contact AWEC and they will help steer you in the right direction.
Okay.
Now's a good time to get a booster.
Yeah.
The second step that they talk about is wearing a mask. It's not been mandated for everyone in Australia to wear a mask, to go back to that, but if you're sick and you've got symptoms of COVID, if you're unwell, you're coughing, fever, etc., if I'm living with you or we're in close contact with each other, it's good that I wear a mask if I'm passing through the house. Also be kind to people who do wear masks, because it might be that they are undergoing cancer treatment or they have a disability and they actually don't want to catch COVID, so they're protecting themselves as well.
That's good.
Yeah. If I turned out that I was positive with COVID, it's recommended that I wear a mask for at least 7 days if I need to go outside, if I need to go grocery shopping, or if I'm around other people. And I would also wear a mask if I'm going to visit someone in an aged care facility. I would definitely not go if I had COVID symptoms, but it's around protecting people again.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 3, ventilation. So this is a few different things. This could mean in the house, making sure that we've got our ceiling fans on, we've got windows open, that we've got good ventilation with inside our house if we're living. Some people have bought air ventilators and other machines to protect themselves. Otherwise, go outside.
And what about you talking about the fresh air? So we can go out for a walk if you have COVID?
Definitely, as long as you wear a mask. Make sure you wear a mask. If you're a close contact, let's say your child had COVID or something, if you're a close contact, you should also wear a mask if you leave the house.
Okay.
Going outside is great. Having your Christmas events or your family gatherings in large numbers, it's good to be outdoors and to be ventilated, or keeping windows and doors open.
Thank you.
And number 4, as I mentioned a little bit before, is if you're sick and you're unwell, don't go out. Stay at home, look after yourself. You won't feel like you need to go out. You might have a temperature, you might be coughing, you might have a sore throat, you could have headaches. Stay home, take a rest, take some paracetamol, take some lots of fluids, and you might want to sleep. So just relax and stay at home. Yeah. COVID affects a lot of people in many different ways. The younger ones tend to perhaps just get sick for a couple of days and they're okay to keep going, but some of the older people with diabetes or other health issues can actually get quite sick with COVID still. Yeah. It's important to take a test. If you're not sure, we've had hay fever season recently. You might think it's just a flu, but COVID is still here, as we know, across Australia and also in Victoria.
Yeah.
So just take a test. So rat tests you can actually get from your local council here in Wodonga, and Mirrabina Community Centre also has access to free rat tests.
Okay.
With your tests, it might not come back positive straight away, but you might still feel sick. It's good to stay home and perhaps repeat that test in a couple of days. Sometimes it takes a little while for the COVID virus to travel from your mouth up to your nose, which is where we take the test from.
Okay.
Another thing is that if you have even had COVID just 4 weeks or 5 weeks ago, you can re-catch COVID again. So it's important to actually just test yourself if you don't feel well. Okay, Ruhi, so number 6 is getting access to your medications if you are at risk. So that means elderly people, the vulnerable people, not pregnancy, so antivirals aren't actually used in pregnancy at the minute, but anyone sort of 50 and above with any risk factors like diabetes, heart problems, other different things, they can get access to antiretroviral medicine, but they do need to get a script from their GP. They don't need to go in, they need to do a telephone health. You can get access to an interpreter when you're online doing telephone health. So what they do need to do, and that will actually help protect them, keep them safe, stop them from having to go into hospital and having severe disease of COVID.
Yeah.
A last thing that I want to mention to everyone is stay safe this season. Make sure that you hand sanitize.
Yeah.
Don't forget to use it.
Oh, yes.
It's here. Wear a mask if you need to. And do the social distancing. If someone is sick in your household and your family, keep yourself protected and stay safe. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's good, Penny, and thank you very much to coming here and giving information about this COVID-19, because holidays going to be start, and it's good people need to be aware about the COVID-19 as well, because COVID is not gone. This is the message for everyone as well. Just stay ahead of COVID-19. Have a nice and good Christmas holidays.
Thank you.
In this season. Thank you very much.